Good morning, good afternoon, and of course, good evening, traders from across the globe, and welcome to my 2503rd edition of Short Term Trading Live with Oscar. Good evening, traders. Last night in video 2502 for trading on Monday, I mentioned that we were in an F flag, this Oscarism known as an F flag in last night's video, and that we would sell rallies. Well, let me add in what would be Monday's bar. And there's Monday's bar. It went up, but never high enough to get us a fill, so we never got into a trade. So the market didn't go down, but it never went up high enough to get Omniac short. No trade takes place on Monday. Let's talk about Tuesday. You're looking at the Russell 2000 for trading on Tuesday, December 13th, 2022. And remember, this is day one of a two-day Fed meeting. Tuesday, the 13th of December, is day one of a two-day Fed meeting. The Omni has gone into a mixed signal type of signal, if you will. It's bullish on some markets, bearish on others, and neutral on others, telling me that's basically mixed signals or a neutral Omni. Now, that makes sense because the Fed day tomorrow, the Omni going neutral, I think that makes perfect sense. So let's look. We are still inside of that F flag in the Russell 2000. We did not get above it, and we never got high enough to the top line up here to get short. So we actually had no trade on Monday. As I mentioned, for Tuesday, we've got mixed signals. But let's go look around the horn here. You've got your E-mini S&P. E-mini S&P, remember, this is day one of a two-day Fed meeting. And although if you move this stuff out of the way, I mean, this looks like a bear flag, right? You go like this, you go like this, and you go, well, it just looks like a bear flag to me. Right? What else can you call that? But the Omni's not calling for the downside for trading on Tuesday. So we're not going to call it downside or a bear flag for now. We're just going to look at it for, I guess, what it is. Let's make that black and continuous. We will just say, we'll move it out of the way. We'll pretend we don't see it. We're not trading on Tuesday anyway. And we'll just say that for now, the S&P is riding support because it is. That green support line I just put in place. Support here, support here, support here, support here, supported again on Monday. And as much of a bear flag as that looks, it is bouncing off support. And there is this bottom line of whatever formation, this crazy formation is right here. So, good thing we don't have to trade it on Tuesday, but know that it is bouncing off support as of the close Monday afternoon. Remember the risk behind trading. This is a very risky game. Never ever trade without putting your stops in. Always put them in first, no matter what anyone tells you. This is a risky game and you can lose a lot more than you think. So put your stops in. All right, so that's your E-mini S&P and your Russell. Let's look at the Dow Jones Transportation Average, who happened to be leading the parade on Monday. Look at this. Now, this itself was in a little baby, well, I don't know what to call it. It was in some weird flaggish looking thing right here. I guess the best way to draw that would be to sort of do it like this. But this was in some weird looking flag thing right here. This day didn't exist. This is Monday. So that, so what we're looking at, look at the whole chart, Dow Jones Transportation Average. You keep getting failure at the 200 bar moving average, and look at the size of that arrow. This is massive failure after hitting. Right, big drop. Goes back up, hits it again. Big drop. Goes back up, gets above it again for a while, puts in that flag. So that looks about as bearish as you can get. But look what happened. This is different. Let me add in Monday's bar. It went straight back up. Now, what makes this different is look at how far the distance was when we hit the 200 bar moving average and then started to fail. Look at how far apart before we hit the 200 ball moving average again. From here to here. Big, huge, right? Then we went from here to here. Huge. Big distance between the two. This time we went from here right back up and hit it again. Now, this is different. The arrow is smaller. The distance that we dropped is much shorter in time and smaller, lower in distance. Or I should say much higher in distance of the drop. But something else, that's different, yes, but only for now, and here's why. See what this little thing did here after dropping below the 200 ball moving average, but then went back up? Well, you sort of have something like that here. Look, you had this drop, and then it went back up and almost hit the 200 ball moving average right here before it finally failed. See what I'm saying? So for now, it's different. Let's hope that it can continue above the 200 ball moving average. But we are not trading gold, we are not trading the Dow Jones Transportation Average, nor the S&P, nor the Russell on Tuesday anyway. But that's not the only thing that you can trade. As you know, there's other markets to trade, and I think the Omni wants to go here, to the gold market. Now look what's happened here. Look at this whole chart. Once again, we'll start back here. Gold stuck in this red channel, right? Stuck here. At the same time, stuck beneath this average. Then it finally gets above. Boom. So that's pretty. Let's go look at it. It finally gets above. Let's leave this here. This will turn green, and we'll say, hey, it finally gets above. I like it. So it gets above, and it looks good. It builds some weird formation, flaggish looking, takes off, boom, till it hits the 200 ball moving average. Now this turns red again. Gold stops cold at the 200 ball moving average. You can see that clearly. And Omni goes into a sell signal as of Monday's close for trading on Tuesday. So I will follow the Omni and probably look to sell rallies in gold. I will follow the Omni again and stay out of U.S. indices. And actually, there are other markets, other commodities that the Omni's interested in, but we'll just talk about gold for now. There are 2 or 3 other markets that I would trade if we get a fill. Traders, thank you so much for tuning in. I would have done a video where I stand in front of the camera today, but I called my videographer and he didn't answer the phone. So I'm stuck giving you one of these. I hope the information helps you. Good luck trading out there. Join me at livewithoscar.com. Please subscribe, like, and share my videos. And remember, stops are in. Emotions are out. Traders, thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you all at livewithoscar.com.